We're down to the final 9 holes of the 2025 Rocket City Blast presented by Westside Disc. We are back here at John Hunt Park in what has already been an incredibly tight battle throughout 2 rounds in this front 9. No different. Felix and Conrad back in the booth. Conrad, we see that it is literally anybody's game right now as names are moving up and down this leaderboard.
Yes, the lead card is now chasing the chase card because the chase card now has the leader. Go figure that riddle out. Take a look at the leaderboard here. JJ Campbell, a few holes ahead of us on the chase card, and he is 31 down, so he is a full 4 strokes ahead of the closest person on our card chasing him down, and Clint, Isaiah, and Grady.
Yeah, it's nuts. A lot of attackable holes here on the back 9, starting with this par 5, hole 10, 881 feet, one that's been eagled throughout round 1. I would expect to see some eagles throughout this round as well. Placement shot somewhere anywhere near the flat area. You have the hillside on the right, this out of bounds track here running through the left hand side. Then you have this green that is also surrounded by out of bounds in the front as well as long. Looking to get basically a hyzer moving back over towards the left, stay clear, and then throw a spike hyzer crashing into the green here to give yourself a look for the eagle. Destroyer.
That one out there.
Yeah, it's that red destroyer he's been throwing, swinging back down the hillside. That should put him in position to go across.
Yep, appears to be inbound. Yeah, so he'll be. There's a green light for an eagle run there.
Ooh, that's turning.
Oh.
That is not going to put him in position for an eagle bid.
I've seen Grady immediately question his throw several times out of his hands now this round.
It's that same disc.
Ah.
That same goldish emperor that he's been throwing. Maybe it's time to put in a new one in that slot.
Yep. Zach walked away like that was a terrible shot, but it really wasn't. May not have been exactly what he wanted, but
yeah.
It won't put him in a position where he can attack the green, but he's still that's fine getting a birdie.
That's the thing, though. He knows he's 3 back of the closest on his card, so at this point you can't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah.
That's not it.
And that's what happens when you try not to try to be aggressive, but try to minimize the mistakes. That right there is a mistake that is just going to amplify the separation from him and his card and the leader.
Yeah, Grady smartly pitching up out of position, knows he can't really get across cleanly or risk it. So just playing for the birdie. Isaiah, however, big crashing hyzer.
Yeah. It's on the green and 2.
Mm-hmm. Big breath here for Clint, as he too is in this log jam of 27 down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mid-range.
Just trying to get in there and be close to the pin.
Needs to push.
Oh. The tree knocks him down and puts him kind of behind it, so there's going to be a step out. Well, we've seen him already hit a straddle knee putt, so you know he has the ability to do that. Grady trying to miss everything and
lovely
have a unobstructed putt for his birdie.
We've seen him break out that quake multiple times throughout this entire tournament, and it seems like every time he does, it's a good shot.
So you're trying to say he needs to be from a knee with a quake and he can win everything?
Sure, that's the formula. Try that at Worlds later this year, Grady.
Yeah.
Clint unable to capitalize. Isaiah, also unable to capitalize.
Man, just outside the circle there with that one.
Good par save there for Zach after the OB on the second shot. And Grady all of a sudden is kind of gonna get away with one. Words are hard. At least on this card.
Yeah, I'm not sure how frequently or how much they're checking the scores. But at least he's hanging in with his crew.
Absolutely. Hole 11, very attackable. Par 3, 415 feet. This is a pro hole if you've ever seen one. It requires you to carry 400 feet in the air basically to get yourself a look. At the birdie, I would expect these guys to all basically go maybe a touch long and have themselves a comeback putt. You do not, at this stage, need to flirt with that water whatsoever. You'd rather be 35 long than be 20 short at this point.
Let's see how far Isaiah's going to swing it out. That's about what I expected. It was good.
Good width.
That's a clean putt. Not a lot of ground play there. I can see that there are still patches of water on the ground.
Yeah.
And it's still being very fluffy grass. This right here looks like a good play as well if it has the distance.
Oh!
And boy, did it.
What a shot for Grady. Isaiah's just outside of circle 1. Grady just outside of bullseye, maybe in bullseye.
Is that a quake?
No, it was a yellow disc. I don't know what that one was. This is wide and straight. Needs to hyzer.
Yes.
And deep.
Yeah.
I did say you want to go deep. I don't know if I meant quite that far back, but...
Oh, I didn't even think about the lefty having an even smaller landing area and having to carry much more
water.
Yeah. But he gets it over there. He'll leave himself with an open putt.
Clint needing to get this to get to 28. Not going to happen.
Isaiah off with that one too.
That's 2 in a row that I know he wants back.
Good puck there by Zach.
Putting the Kratos in the basket. Well done.
Grady making easy work of that. Going back to Zach's putt real quick, I like the wobble in his putt. It may look like it's not smooth, but it is very good at neutralizing its flight as far as being wind resistant. I think we see that in Owen's putt as well.
Yeah. Dickerson as well. Hole 12, just 300 feet, but straight uphill throughout its entirety, playing probably closer to 350. Most of these guys are basically going to take this up the gut route here with either a forehand or a backhand, getting something to flip up, hold straight, and then finish gently into this hillside green. Rollaway's not really, at least from what we've seen, not really been a factor on this green for as much undulation as there is out here. Checking in on JJ Campbell. JJ Campbell has birdied hole 10, hole 11, hole 12. As we saw, he's also birdied 13. He's about 3 cards ahead of us, but he did take a bogey on 14. So currently sitting at 31 under par as these guys, Grady at 29. This is a massive hyzer here for Isaiah.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
My goodness, like that. play doesn't even make sense, but it worked.
He's just put 500 feet of power to get to that 300-foot hole. That was crazy.
We saw one leak off like that before in the round one. Mm-hmm. Leaving it pin high, but with a long look across to it. Oh, took us just a few chains, but not enough to stay. Everyone else from inside the circle is going to try to make good on their birdie here.
Yeah.
Clint saves his par, but he's not going to be a happy camper there because he knows he's losing strokes to the card right now. And a lot of times we always say, well, there's plenty of golf left. Well, not on this one. The holes are dwindling.
They are. And the leader's getting all the birdies ahead of them. Hole 13, though, Eagleable coming in as the easiest hole on the course, 600 feet, playing downhill pretty much throughout its entirety. These guys are looking to rip a stand-up hyzer, pushing just below this canopy here. If you can get your disc underneath these first sets of trees here, you have some hard packed ground that can kind of scoot your disc a little bit closer and give yourself an outside look at the eagle. It's been eagled a couple times during round one. You can bet these guys are looking to attack this one.
Yeah, the hard part about this is that the canopy that you have to make it through is literally below your feet when you're throwing.
Yeah.
So you're having to throw down.
Grady getting
I think that was
turned.
that Emperor again?
I think so. And again, it turned.
Yeah, it just stayed. It never... Zach's asking for that to lift.
Got a little bit of a skip and a jump there, but not quite in eagleable territory, so he's going to have to pitch up there.
This is kind of drifting off to the right, too, not flipping up. Is he going to make it through? Oh, kind of. Made it through to the left. Okay. That actually ended up way better than I projected it from his original trajectory.
That's going to put him probably 80 to 90 outside of the pin. This looks great.
Wow, this looks good.
Get under.
Yeah, that's definitely in eagle territory.
Circle 2. Wow. Zach left with a little pitch around hyzer here. Oh, going skip
nice
play.
Skip play. Well executed.
That's, dude, I just
Such
want
a
that
good touch.
ability. I just want the ability to just throw a 150-foot up shot that smooth every time and just put it under the basket.
How about that ability right there?
Or
That's not the eagle I thought I was going to see. What a putt.
Wow. From outside of circle 2. Unreal. Isaiah Morgan putting it in for the eagle 2. And all of a sudden, he's at 31. And Clint!
Oh my goodness, back-to-back eagles on this one?
What is going on?
Both of them full sends, full flight, full flex into the chains in the bottom of the basket. Man. Getting car love for the great putt as well.
Zach will tap in his birdie. And Grady will do the same. Unbelievable. One of those galaxy frames there. As we move on to hole 14, par 4, 570 feet. Also can be attacked for the eagle, but the line here to get there, much more difficult. You need something moving from left to right and then starting to hyzer back on over past this last set of trees here to get yourself a look at this pin. Most of these guys, though, just playing a position shot up towards the middle, living themselves with either a flex backhand or a flex forehand, depending on their positioning to get up and down for the birdie. I don't know what this play is.
top of the trees, apparently.
I gotta assume that was just a misfire.
Well, I can't tell from his lineup.
Yeah.
I never know where he's going exactly.
Smooth turnover right at the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Love that.
We've seen Grady kind of push this one a little bit, and it looks like he's got a fairway driver in hand.
Oh, that looks great too.
Oh, go.
Oh,
He almost cleared it. If he
Yeah.
clears that, he gives himself a legit look for the eagle. Needs to hurry. Not gonna hurry.
Gonna find the top of the trees and trickle down as well.
So Clint here pretty much straight on with it. Just has to beat that last little fluffiness of the tree on his left. Just wide enough to get around it. That looks great.
Yep,
Does it have the right speed? Sure does.
it does.
Good pull, bud. Man, that felt good. I was just telling myself, this is my shot right here.
Zach patent pending. Is he going outside or inside of those cedars? Let's see.
I'm sorry, left-handed pad pinning is just too much for my brain to calculate.
Oh my.
Yeah, just drop.
Oh my.
Wow.
I gotta ask him
He-
what that disc is.
He calculated that perfectly. I couldn't comprehend what was going on at first.
That was just the softest, floatiest little turn.
Yeah.
Isaiah kind of out of position here on the right side, just looking to crash a hyzer back over onto the green, and he's done so.
Yep. Leaves him with a putt. Oh, wow. Yeah, Grady is having a scramble here.
He's got the Berg in hand. Never seems to throw a bad shot with the Berg. Yep, gonna leave him about 25 feet.
Yep.
See the wind picking up here. At this point, there is thunder and lightning and rain all around us, but not on us. So we know at some point it's gonna shift, especially with the wind direction. Grady needs it. Doesn't get it.
Was not center. That was a little high for Grady.
No, at this point, JJ is on hole 16 and has gotten to 32 down. So that would have tied JJ Campbell. Although he only has 2 holes left. And that one for Isaiah is not going to go in his either.
Wow.
And the
I blame the basket. I say, you see the bottom of the
I
basket? I
see
blame
the
that.
cage. Yeah, it is tilted.
So I gave them a smaller area to work with. They tried to make the best of it, but hit too high.
I did not see that coming on that hole. Welcome back. Another par 4 to tackle here. Hole 15, 827 feet. Right-hand players are going to look to throw a hyzer. Likely in this area here, there's also a wider right-hand hyzer, but it does bring in that potential OB bunker on the right into play. Second shot here is either going to be a lower forehand scooping up into the screen or a wider hyzer that just gets around these last sets of trees and puts you in position for the birdie look. You can see there what we are dealing with.
Yeah, I've seen that for the last few holes, just lingering in the background, and the clouds look heavy, but they have not dropped on us yet.
Not yet. But there is activity all around us as you hear some faint thunder in the background there. Inside line here for Clint.
I thought we had a headwind. I was thinking he might be.
Works out for him. Zach Getting the turnover on this one. That looks great.
Such a sick shot, dude.
Grady.
Very subtle flip up.
Yeah, probably fine. That should be forward enough.
Yeah, that'll do. So all three drives nestled right by each other. More Isaiah Morgan going.
Oh.
I don't know if he intended for that to flip that much, but he's going to be on that right side of that tree. He's pushed past the OB bunker.
Okay. OB bunker's under that tree right there on the right.
Yeah.
So that's not in play. I don't know if that was intentional, if that gives him a better angle to the green or not. We know power isn't really something that he is lacking, so. Oh, that's great there.
Beautiful touch.
By Zach. Trying to keep his birdie streak going here. Got 4 in a row.
I think we can, you can see the clouds there. It's getting nasty. I think we can officially put to bed now that Zach Arlinghaus is the best lefty named Zach on tour. I mean.
Oh, take that.
Take that, Melton.
That's what I was trying to do.
Good shot there. Grady. Nice and wide.
Mm-hmm. A little long there.
Yeah, leaving him just outside of circle there. Probably going to be close to 40 feet. Isaiah wanting that to lift. And we're back. So what you don't see is the hour and 20-minute rain delay that we had. As you can see, the clouds in the background are now white and fluffy. And after quite an extended delay, these guys are back. They did get to basically practice these practice putts. Dang, Grady.
Bet you he made it during practice, though,
He
didn't
sure did.
Same thing happened to Sexton.
Oh,
Oh, man.
all of these guys made him during practice. Like, it was.
Okay.
Oh, that's all you heard was his chains.
Yeah, could imagine.
There's just something about when that light turns on and it becomes real.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the only one walking away with the birdie here?
Keeping the streak going. Trying to get back into things here. 29 under.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's very much a player here.
Especially just 3 left to play.
Yeah, two that you definitely need to get. Hole 16 being one of the two here, as you can see, ranked 14th hardest, so one of the easier ones on this stretch. Par 4, 585 feet. Looking to pump a hyzer somewhere around here will give you the optimal lane to attack on your second shot with a slightly uphill grade throughout the entirety of the second shot here. Onto this undulating green with that bike path there running alongside and behind, which is not out of bounds, but this can be a busy area.
Yeah, we saw it distract one shot round 1.
Man, Zach is throwing
Make
some
somebody
beautiful.
reset.
Yeah, it was Grady that got affected by it. I am very impressed with Zach's turnover game.
Yeah.
That'll be just fine. A little bit left.
Yeah, that's my concern with the drive off the tee is if you go a little bit left, it makes the approach shot just a little bit more difficult unnecessarily. And Grady is flirting with everything over there, and we're telling Paige. Luckily, he didn't find anything, though.
Yeah, it's a specific. You need the disc to get left, but you also, if you can push straighter and have it kind of be a slow flip up, that kind of gets you.
You're talking about his turnover. Let's see here. This is exactly what this lines up for.
Yeah.
Oh, we got branched.
Yeah, a touch too high there.
Yeah.
That will likely take birdie out of play there and will probably end his run.
Yeah, you can probably get into the 30s, but he's chasing people that are already in the 30s and
Yeah.
seeking more.
You know, you've got Grady at 31, who will likely be in a position to get up and down for the birdie. This needs to turn, and it's not going to do it.
No.
JJ Campbell has birdied the 17th. That puts him at 33. So Grady now knows JJ heading into 18, which is not an easy birdie, that he needs to get to at least 33 over these next couple holes, which means he would need to birdie this and 17. Couple of chips.
And he gave himself a chance here to birdie.
Yeah, absolutely. Long look here for Zach. Absolutely has to have this.
He gave it a bid, but did not land on the mark. Grady's just outside the circle.
Yeah. With some weird muddy footing here. Remember, we just had an hour plus stoppage because of rain.
Gosh, dang.
Oh, when he pulls it to the right.
Yep. You could tell he was just never quite comfortable with the footing.
Yeah.
On that back foot. All right. 17, definitely gettable, but now you put yourself in a position where you have to hope.
You have to get 8.
Yeah, you have to hope that JJ doesn't get 18, and then you have to get 18.
While the rest of the players may not be fighting for first, they are definitely fighting for position on the podium.
Yeah, I mean, Isaiah's still in it. He's at 31. Even Clint, a birdie and a possible throw-in on 18. Just the course lines up for a crazy finish. Hole 17, par 3 island hole, 287 feet. This one is a true island. You need to land within this circle here, and you can see this left side very tight. Swinging your disc further to the right gives you the better opportunity to stay in bounds. This is kind of soft sand, look like an old teeing area that just kind of catches your disc, and for the most part will slow it down. Any disc that does not come to rest on the island will proceed to the drop zone, which is a long putt slash throw.
So we've seen this before. It's a fairly short hole. The island hole should be cut and dry, but it is ranking among the more difficult holes on the day.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, pressure shot. I mean, you have to stick this island.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job there.
So potential for Zach to get to 30. Clint.
That looks good. Is it going to dig?
Dig.
It does just enough.
Clint with a chance to get to 31.
This looks good if it's not too long.
Go in.
And it just trickles OB.
Oh no, that's this, and this drop zone is by no means a gimme.
Yeah, that almost did make it inbounds from the drop zone.
Grady trying to run it with the berg there, but unfortunately that's going to be a bogey. And that's going to drop him to 30, which now you have to ace hole 18, which is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Clint can get to 31. Zach potentially can get to 32, which would still be one short of JJ. JJ is going to be on 18, or is teeing off on 18. So let's see if JJ gets to birdie. There's nothing these guys can do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
Man, drama coming down to the last hole. You couldn't ask for anything better.
What up, guys? It's Mo here. Thank you so much for the support, not only this year, but every year I've been with Infinite. My new 2025 stamp is now live on infinitediscs.com. would mean a lot to me if you guys would go check them out. It supports my tour. I mean, who doesn't need another emperor in their lives, right? So go get one.
Hole 18, we talked about how difficult it is. It is ranking as the hardest hole on the course. What a closer. Par 4, 805 feet with water and OB looming. Cross-country track playing as out of bounds. You want to get your hyzer landing to the left of this track and then give yourself a shot to get across this body of water onto this uniquely shaped green here with OB looming around it. You can go long of those barriers and still be inbounds, as we saw during round 1. And we're going to check in here with JJ Campbell. Sitting at 33 down, tee shot, inbounds. Let's see if it doesn't look like he's lining up the green here. This looks like a play to the left.
And it is just that.
Just needs to settle, and that is safe. Okay.
So next thing we'll see is him pitching across, and I don't think he has any real need to have to go for it here.
No, the birdie would absolutely close the door here, but you saw this hole is playing over par, the hardest hole on the course, so expecting somebody to get an eagle, which is what it would take from Clint Calvin at this point.
Yeah.
To tie it. Grady, unfortunately, is no longer in the picture unless he throws the most ridiculous ace we've ever seen.
Well, JJ left some meat on this, so this is not at all. Oh, we saw him putting yesterday. That's good.
Wow. Ice cold. Violently attacks the basket.
Yes, sir. Thanks for filming. Of course, sir.
Now all you can do is wait and see.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Silas giving him some love. And back to it. Here we are on the lead card. Zach Arlinghaus going to be up first.
Nice shot. As long as it lands and is not wet, he should be fine.
Yep, he is safe and in bounds.
So I do believe you can reach the water from the tee.
You can, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Clint at 31, the only one on the lead card that has a legitimate chance to still tie this up, and that drive looks exquisite.
Yes.
He's got a chance. He's have to throw it in from there, but he's going to be inside of 400 feet left.
Man, I've watched him for 36 holes, and he still gets me.
Yeah, just a big booming hyzer, and it lands safe, pretty much back in the middle. Grady, unfortunately, here is just going to play it out. Just a couple of key moments down the stretch where he just couldn't convert. But he
still has to focus on finishing here because there is still a log jam for the podium. Oh.
Big hyzer around the tree there.
Every time.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a 500-foot hyzer just comfortable. I guess that's just this.
Yeah, you know, that's his gauge. So that's his speed that he's comfortable at, and just executes it every time. Grady going across here.
Going across, okay. And wow. We were talking about someone else throwing it in, but Grady's like, let me give it a try here.
Yeah. Nice wide swing hyzer. How close was that? Oh my gosh.
Wow, just inches.
Mere inches away from going in.
Yeah. And luckily he got the action that did not take him towards the water either, because coming in with that pace on the basket, could have got a reaction into the water as well.
This is a tough turnover here for Zach, and needs to hold on. And that has just found that OB cross-country track there. Again, the pathway is not the out of bounds. It's the cross-country track over to the right of it. Clint needs to go in.
He's trying.
It's tracking.
He's hunting. Ooh, he had the line. He definitely had the line.
Wow, what a bid. Great sportsmanship by the entire card. Coming over to congratulate JJ. What a battle. We saw him just get left off of the lead card during round 2. And then just battled the entirety of this hole as Zach almost tosses it in.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I think he shot, what, 11 or 12 down this round to secure the victory.
Yeah, 12 down. 1041 rated to bring it home. And 12 down is ridiculous, but that still wasn't the hot round.
Oh, wow.
Out here. Grady in for birdie. Good finish there. Gonna finish at 31 under, along with Isaiah. And Clint is going to secure second place here with dropping it in there.
Well, I missed cash last week, so I guess that's a good bounce back.
Rocket City Blast presented by Westside Disc champion JJ Campbell. First A tier win. Good job, bro. Thank you. Fucking killer.
Thanks to my sponsors, Disc Mania, D's Disc Dice, and the Future Tour, and Larry and everybody that helped out this tournament. Thank you. Yes, sir. Let's go.
So our car did not quite get to the finish line, but they did get there in second place. We got 3 tied up there for second.
Yeah, log jam in
the
second.
leaderboard there.
You see Benjamin Wagner and Aiden Scott shooting a 15 down.
Wow.
During this final round. Absolutely torching the course. 15 down with a bogey. Unbelievable. This has been so much fun being out here for the Rocket City Blast. I mean, just big thank you again to all the staff and volunteers for the TDs for having us out here for this one and making last minute accommodations to get this one covered. We're happy we're out here to make it happen. And it literally came down to the last hole. Couldn't ask for more. So big thank you to everybody for watching. Like and subscribe. Check us out across all of our socials at Ace Run Pro. We appreciate all the support. And as always, from all of us at Ace Run Productions, let's run it.